So from there, first date,
Yeah.
you know, say yeah man, definitely this is where I wanna be. You see me?
So
Really
it's,
like
it's
her.
not like them date them and say, oh, you know, you have to get pretty and
Yeah.
go to a nice restaurant. Like it was literally.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Hey guys.
Welcome back to the Del Pratt family, you know?
So we're so happy to have you here. So we have some time, and we thought that it would be so interesting if we told you how we met.
Yes. Because we're actually here. Today is actually Cassandra's birthday, right?
Yeah, me.
You know, a very special day for her and for myself as well. And you know, we're there, we are reminisce.
He has been making it so special, guys. He went all out. Y'all will see. Like,
Yeah, we link some of those videos, you know, birthday surprise video, all those vlogs, in the description, also in the info card, so you guys can check those out.
we met at work.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't work for the same company. We actually worked for two different companies at the time, but we visited the same locations.
Right.
Or very similar locations.
Mm-hmm.
So, the first time I saw Adrian was when he was nosy and poked his nose in my phone. Right? So I was at work. I was actually waiting in a doctor's office. We are both medical representatives.
Right.
So I was waiting on a doctor, in a doctor's office, on my phone, because you have to kill time.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of them wait, they can wicked, and that place here we meet. The wait that's just wicked. Alright?
Yeah.
Like an hour wait sometimes. So I'm there waiting and I'm killing the time. I was on my phone on Amazon.
Yeah.
On Amazon,
But
getting
before
my
you go
shopping
there,
on.
actually, that's the first time she saw me, but actually I saw her before that. Previous time going, see this pretty girl sitting there, well poised, well neat, well set in her attire and thing. You know, I said, oh, that girl nice, you know, but based on where she was sitting, it was just not a convenient opportunity for me, you know. So me just make it go on. Luckily, the second time I went back to the same location, she was there on the same day, same time. And of course too, she didn't have anybody sitting beside her, right? So actually this part of the story, she reminded me about this part. So actually I went in apparently to the doctor, and coming out now, this is when I was actually like heading right to where she was sitting. Because all I can remember is that she was sitting there and we just go and we talk to her. So now back to the part where she was with the story. So she was actually like scrolling through her phone on Amazon. Right? But of course,
Nosy people.
yeah man, but you know, as gentlemen, guys don't know what me I talk about. Like when you see a girl where you like, and in order to break the ice, you know, initiate conversation, you bring you some little thing. And I like you go to her and say, hey baby, I like you, I want to do with you, you know.
I never do that.
Yeah.
Like, comment down below.
Yeah.
How many of your girls, females, how many of these guys ever come up to you or walk in, see you walking and they come up with this corner like, yo baby, I like you, you know, sexy body, browning. Who responds to that? Who responds to that? Not me.
Yeah,
But
so you know still, I like her still, but we don't want to break the ice, so go to her. I see her in her phone, so I just press over up on the phone. And I say, oh yeah, order up on Amazon, you know, because she had a little shopping thing at kill time. And we just start talking to her, we struck up conversation.
nosy
You know?
people. Him nosy. Imagine you there in a one place on your phone. Doing your own thing, right? All of a sudden you see this gentleman coming through a door. Mind you, the gentleman did look good. Right? That's one of the breakers, alright? You have to look good when you do something. You can't not look good and then want to do stuff like this. Like, it don't work. Anyways, so you come to the door, like just, you know, he just come exactly beside me, sit down exactly beside me, and he's like in my phone like, hi, what are you looking at? And he's in my phone. So I'm like,
What?
hi. And then he's like, oh yeah, shopping on Amazon, and him still on my phone, you know, so him ignore the initial. And he's a fast look. And he's still on, what you doing? You're on Amazon Prime? What you shopping for? And he's in my phone, he's talking about the handbag that was on my phone and all kind of stuff.
Yeah. Because you know what, we strike up conversation, people. You understand? Conversation, I'll drop out of this kind of stuff. So if you make the conversation, you have to strike the opportunity.
Yeah. And he did a good job. After all, you know, his job, you know, would definitely give him the opportunity. And he did a good job. Like, coming from there, we spoke about what spoke about my phone. Just knows itself.
Yeah.
Then he immediately changed the conversation and started talking about our company that we work from, that we work for, our products. So it wasn't a, hey, oh you're nice, so I like you. Like what these men would do nowadays.
Mind you, they're right up in there still.
Well, he didn't say it, and you know, he was having a really nice casual conversation with somebody, and at the end of the day, it was a really good icebreaker because, you know, the conversation continued, and we actually waited on our doctors that evening, having discussions. At the end of when we were finished seeing all the doctors, we actually exchanged numbers.
Right.
And it was still not on a yo, I like your basis.
Yeah.
It was really nice to meet you.
To be honest, yo, like, I really liked her, and, you know, doing talking to her, I realized that she's single, right? But of course, I was actually in a relationship at the time, so I couldn't really go to the level where I wanted to go. You understand? Because I have my other, you know. But nonetheless, you know, I was in a place that I know that I never really did someone there at the time. So, of course, we maintain our friendship and we communicate with her and everything, you know, for months, right? Till eventually now I broke it off, right? So, good vibe now, you see me? So, everything can work now. So, finally now, after a few months, so we met. But which month we meet?
We met May. So we got we met the May. Communicated, you know, via WhatsApp after that. Never really saw each other a lot after that. But we did still communicate. So we communicate, hey, what's up? You know, casual conversations, not like heavy conversations, just casual conversations. And I think about towards the end of the year, so it was about August, September, that we actually started to have more conversations on the phone. And then towards my birthday, I think towards my birthday that year, we were talking a lot more on the phone. And then he didn't remember my birthday, guys.
To be honest, yo, like, I don't really remember dates like that. In fact, sometimes even names I struggle with, you know. If I not use the name, if I'm not using the name, I'm not going to remember it. So, I have to call you by your name or probably have your name stored. Luckily, I have our name stored on my phone and stuff like that. I'm just going to tell you, I'm just going to be real now and true. I'm just going to be honest now. So, for example, somebody was supposed to give me their name and whatever. I'm see them back again. I probably won't remember their name. I have to use it. But anyway, so, guess I never remember our birthday.
I never remember. So, but it was close. We met in May, and towards the end of the year, we started having more conversations. So our conversations began, you know, get a lot more. So we would start to text every day or more than 1 day for the week. Then we started texting every day for the week. Then we started texting more than 1 day for the week. And then they know, of course, this is close time for a date, right? So our first date was actually a lunch date.
Yeah, so actually, very romantic date, guys.
Was planned.
Joke, psych.
Romantic date.
Very and cheap Chinese restaurant.
So we were actually supposed to go to a nice restaurant. So it was supposed to be a lunch date, but it was supposed to be like an evening lunch. So we knew the place that we were gonna work, and we decided that we were gonna have a nice little evening lunch at a nice restaurant. As things will have it, the day turned out to be a very hectic day for both of us. And we ended up, you know, working far past the lunchtime. So we ended up in the later in the afternoon meeting up and just being tired and just saying, yo, we don't want to call this off, so let's just find a restaurant, any restaurant, and meet and eat. So we ended up at a restaurant that we both used.
Yeah, Sukara, I think is the 7th Avenue Plaza Halfway Tree, guys.
Yeah.
For those who know, the Chinese restaurant in 7th Avenue Plaza Halfway Tree. Very romantic. Yeah, cheap Chinese food. I mean, the cost of the meal are really important, just the time. So we're there and thing and we are eat and thing, and the bill never pass $1,000 Jamaican.
It was really
less than $10 US, like probably $8 or so.
So we just found a restaurant that we both liked, and we stopped there. We met, we went inside, we had lunch. But although it wasn't what we planned, it was a great lunch. You know what I mean?
Yep.
When the energy, the vibes, the everything.
So from there, first date.
Yeah.
You know, say yeah man, definitely this is where I wanna be. You see me? Really
so
like her.
It's not like them date them with you're gonna get pretty and go to a nice restaurant. Like it was literally like a lunch date.
Yeah man.
But it was a great lunch date. Alright. So it was basically a really good day. And from there we basically started physically seeing each other more. So we would make effort to, of course, continue our conversations on the phone, but we would start to like meet up in the evening for ice cream, or meet up in the evening just to say hi, or just something, but we just made time to actually physically see each other. And it just started there, like we just became very close. And stuff.
And then like a couple months later, actually met in an accident. I never know serious accident, but my car did damage, couldn't drive. You know, and she actually came to the scene of the accident. Right? When I call her, she's the first person to take the phone and call and tell her what going on and things, and she come. You see me? Me and her drive. The car was still drivable, or should I say operable, but it needed repairs. So she drove behind me, we carried the car to my garage and thing, and that was that basically. Following day now, you know, me I think say boy, maybe jump on a bus and struggle around, you know, because I don't have a car now. You see me? Me never think say boy, me have somebody who me can call up and I say, hey, carry me here, carry me there, you know. So me tell her, so in fact she called me the man and said, what you doing to them? I say, you know, say, me gonna head out and get on a bus because I have my cars to make or whatever. She say, you know, I could pick you up. I say, and mind you, you know, she live in Kingston, right? I live in Portmore and work is in Kingston. So she left from Kingston, drive come to Portmore, pick me up, carry me go to town. Fine, that's cool enough, you know. You know, probably that's something what people would do. Maybe your first day meeting an accident, then we help you out for the first day. Fine, no problem with that. She carry me around, had a good day, boom, she dropped me home back. Then tomorrow again, the girl called me again, asked me I do today again. So me I say, what is? She do it again, second day, third day.
But it's like, at what point, like, alright, so this is it, right? This is what's going on in my mind, right? So we are friends, close friends. We're not, I don't know, were we like steady? We weren't like steady yet. But if we are really close friends. So at the same time, I'm like, yo, you don't have no car. And we were talking on the phone and we were literally talking about how you was gonna work. So we're like, how you gonna work? I was like, so what about renting a car? Like, boy, renting a car for so long time, gonna be expensive, mad expensive. So what about borrowing somebody's car around? There was no car to borrow. What about partnering with the person who work at your company? There was no option. So there was like no option except him going on a taxi and on a bus. That's not practical. Like if you know rep work, that's not practical. You just
traveling jobs. It's just so
in my mind I'm like, alright, well if there is no other option, I'll come and pick you up. You know, because like that's what friends do. Friends don't gonna leave you hanging, right?
But I mean, so she do it 1 day, 2 day, 3 day till it got like a month. I think a month, a good little while.
It was a good little while.
Good while.
It was a good little, it was kind of weird because it was a good little while, but then it never seems like a long time. Because like honestly, I'm telling you the honest truth. We literally saw each other every single day of the week.
Mm.
And it became so bad that we even saw each other on Saturdays and Sundays. Because, and it does happen, it's like we were spending days together for work. Because we literally worked in the same areas. And we saw a lot of the same doctors. He saw some that was different, but even if he seen a doctor, we will still be in the same area. That's what we found out. So we are literally, if I'm here, we are literally seeing our people. And we just got so close and we enjoyed seeing each other.
We never
so
tired
much.
of her. Weird enough, because I like days upon days, people, days upon days. Hours for the day with in each other midst, and everything just click. I mean, I say, yeah, man, the girl, this is the girl. You know?
And we never tired of him. People would ask me, I remember somebody asked me, like, so Cass, you don't get tired of him? You see him every day. You're not tired of him? I was like surprisingly, like, you would think that I would be tired of him, but I wasn't. Like, we had fun, like, we see each other Saturday and Sunday. What we need to see each other Saturday and Sunday for? And we like up in each other's face. And then here's the weird part about it. After work, we would still hang. Like, that's weird too.
Or even if to drop me home, mind you guys, every day, come for me in a Portmore, carry me going to Kingston for work, drop me back at Portmore, then to drive go up to your house. Some day me I say, boy, I have to dodge her and reach that town. So when she call me, I say, wait, them say me in a half a tree, you know, come pick me up there. So call me, I say, boy, I can't bother pay. She come pick me up in a come at Portmore. If my brother will probably coming into Kingston, we each a drive with him, just so me can spare her the trouble. But to be honest, she never even see it as trouble. She just see it like, say, boy, our duty, or she just,
we never see that nothing, because it's like, for the work that I did, me literally, I always a drive. I always a drive. So it's like, it never seemed as if it was a great deal to me, because I always a drive. So it's like, I always a do it. So it never seemed as if it was a arduous task.
It was a big thing for me. And right there, so I see the type of person that she is, where she's very loving. She's selfless. That's just the person that she is, and that's why I really love her.
But I think that is...
You understand?
Yeah, but I know that's probably...
Trust me, you look on it simply, you know. You look on everything as simply, you know. But me there in the world good while where me know say, boy, them you can't really depend on people. People you can depend on, them not there much. And mind you, people, I never like them ask her either. But me that's a show you. That's why I say, boy, this plus the way our relationship clicked, me I say, yo, this is definitely, you know?
I think that we had one of the weirdest relationships. And here's why. We spend an extraordinarily large amount of time together. Like, we spend a lot of time together. Which, you know, some people look at us like, oh my God, you guys are always looking at each other. Like, why? And then we never had arguments. Like, that was weird.
True.
Like, it got to a point where we've been dating for years. And Adrian turned to me and said, "But be able what kind of argument we have?" Like, we literally sit down and we try to see how we, and it's not as if we agreed on everything. We never agreed on everything.
Because to be honest, people, our upbringing totally different.
Yeah. Totally different.
I will get in a them thing in a separate videos. But just to say, me live one type of life and she live a different type of a Christian lifestyle versus my different kind of lifestyle. But nevertheless, it was always amicable. Even when we have disagreements, everything amicable, and we work it out and we talk things over all the time and we reach for a neutral ground.
We always found out, we always came to a middle. There was always a middle ground.
Yeah,
and there was always a point that there was never a breaking or a snapping point. It was always always both of us just getting to that point in the middle of comfort.
True.
And although we were different, we were a lot alike. So I know what he just mentioned, that we came from different backgrounds, but we also came from similar backgrounds. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we came from very different backgrounds, but we also came from similar backgrounds. Because if you see, we bonded on a lot of levels.
And we agree, based on our videos, guys, you can probably notice that, like, we agree upon enough things too. And we like
we agreed on most things.
Yeah.
That's why we're married. Because we agreed on most things.
Yeah.
So even though, and that's what we found out in our relationship too. Like, it's not all the time you're going to be, of the same opinion, but at the same time, respect was very big in our relationship. Still is. Respect must be there. Like, you have to always respect the person, respect the person's view, and you'll be surprised if you respect the person how well you get along with them.
And guys, importantly, careful of what you say to the other person. You love the person, don't say hurtful things because them linger. And me the day in the world, me did on the road, and I do road back then, and I've been in relationships and I see it where things what you say, it damage the relationship, it damage the fabric of the relationship. So no matter how you make up back, say the fight done and you make up back, oh honey, I love you and whatever, but trust me, it still lingers. And the more these harmful words come out, the more damage relationships. So our thing from a longer time is, if I know something good, nobody say it. I'll be very measured the way I say. Because,
and I mean, relationships have to go through points. Like I tell you, like it was at a point where we were so weird about it. It was like, oh my God. When we were going to get married, that was one of our discussions. Because I was like, how can we get married and I don't know how angry you can get. Like this was for real. Like I was like, how can we get married and I don't know how angry you need to get. Like that's one of my things. I was like, I need to know when you're pissed off at me how you're gonna be. And you don't even know when me vex how me I gonna stay. So we never actually got to that point before we got married. But what I can definitely say is that we have such a synergy, we have such similarities, we have similar goals in life that everything for us just worked out. Okay guys, so at this point we actually lost the remainder of the footage due to technical difficulties, but what we were saying is that we had a strong friendship at the beginning of our relationship, and it turned out to be a really strong synergy. Everything really worked out, and as I was saying at the end of that particular clip, even our wedding worked out. So 2020 was rough, but we got our wedding done. It was perfect. So guys, look out for our wedding video. So we plan to bring a lot to you this December, so look out for that. And yeah, right now you'll be seeing pics that we would have taken during our little days and we were courting. So bye guys, remember to like our video. If you do like this video, give us a thumbs up, hit the notification bell so you know every time we post a video, and don't forget to subscribe if you like our content. If you watch more than 3 hour video, subscribe. All right guys, bye.